It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On third down, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here we go, sir. Ladies, come this way, Here we go.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Darnold on first down. A screen to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold flushed out right. And that is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to go for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
57 Mike. All day.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
152 fighter.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Darnold to throw again. On the catch, it's Crowder. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
We're going to sack. Man, 80. 59. General West.
Let's get that ball right here. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cramps.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The Jets' 46-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Bang. Let's go. Get set. Check.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Darnold now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check, 59. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Mike,
Darnold now to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The tackle there by Brian Poole.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. Yeah. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's complete, right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That's complete right around the 8th. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
Now it's Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Under 10. 10.
36, 36.
Check. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Here we go.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And Darnold wants to throw the football. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Here goes Sack. Hey, lady.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
You draw Horford.
Check, check, check. Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Hey, lady.
You get on the head.
The lady.
Check 26. Check 26.
Bravo.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.